Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Harakah, Hakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Muslim, who taught us His truth. But Shalom to you, Akim, that puts the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity, by Hashem, Harakah, Hakwadash. I'm saying, the end is being made manifest day by day, continuously, before the face of the world. You know? No matter what an unbeliever has to say, the word of Yahweh Shemini outside is still going to be made manifest. It's lucky. Let me get this good piece up. This is Habakkuk. Here's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what and what I shall answer when I am reproved. The Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. For a certain point in time, these prophecies, weren't, even made manifest the way how they were. For a certain point in time, these prophecies, won't jump out the pages, but until now, in these last days, because Yahweh Shemini outside has set forth appointed times for His words to manifest, at every given time. The Lord said that that not one jot or one tittle shall pass away before every word come to pass. I'm roughly paraphrasing. The end is being made manifest in these last days, man. We're seeing how the world is shifting, and the word of Yahweh Shemini outside, is spreading forth. More and more Jakes are waking up, more and more people are waking up and, doing research, all because of these, these certain celebrities that, and Esau reacted by shining more light into it, by penalizing these, certain celebrities and shit, Ultimately, that's Yahweh Shemini outside, man. He's making these, these chess moves, so to speak, man. And here it is in these last days. You got Jake bugging out. Jake's is still bullshitting. So the Lord is really finalizing everybody's judgment, man. Yahweh Shemini outside is truly finalizing everybody's judgment, man. Because time is running out, man. Time is running out for our people, man. And it's gonna keep on sounding like a broken record, so to speak. But it is what it is, man. Very soon, the prophet take will be out in the streets, and YouTube videos and the internet lives, pushing out videos for you to, be edified. Now it's time to get it. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh outside, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return to the Lord, Yahweh outside. And he will have mercy upon him into our power, for he will abundantly pardon. You know? Now is the time to start turning back to Yahweh outside, not turning away. not continuously turning away from him. Now's the time to turn back to him. Not show him your back. You know? And that's the majority of what people do in these last days, man. Jake is still perpetually showing their ass. You know, showing their ass to Yahweh outside, man. You know, but yet Jake claim how much they love the Most High, this and that. How much they know the Bible, how much they love God. You don't know the Most High, man. Neither does the Lord know you. You know, well, he knows you obviously, but you're talking about, that you knowing his son, on that level, man. And the Lord said that many shall call upon me and say, Lord, Lord, have not we known? It's like, have not you prophesied in your name, this and that? You know, what's the Lord gonna say? Depart from me, man. I never knew you, man. You worker of iniquity, man. That type of knowing. And the Lord only knows his election, man. Yahweh Shemiyashah is only gonna know his election, and they know him. By what? Through fire, man. Through the hell that they catch. Through the, by them walking through the straight gate. Not just them, just believing, man. By them, striving, in the straight gate as Yahweh commanded, man. That's how the Lord knows you, man. And that's what, and those who the Lord is going to love the most, man. Those who are, suffering for his namesake, man. Those who's putting on for his namesake. And we suffer all throughout the week, man. Every day. Because why? Because all through the faith of Yahweh Shemi outside. And it's only about to get worse, man. And we're already in fucking December, man. Like 3 days in December. About like 3 days in December, man. It's already, 3 days in December, by next week, if I'm not mistaken, this nigga Biden plans on, making that bill, executive order 14067 to be made, manifest, so to speak, to pass to where all cash will be obsolete, and this new digital currency is getting ready to be implemented, and that's getting ready to shut everything down. Everything is already in place. These people are telling you that a major recession is coming, around the beginning of the first quarter of 2023, that hundreds of thousands, of job losses will be, occurred. How millions of people are about to lose jobs in this next year because a great recession is coming, man. People about to get laid off. This nigga Jeff Bezos just fired 10,000 of people, man. That was real life. Thousands of people just got fired and lost their living. Their way of making money. And this nigga Jeff Bezos himself is telling you to prepare for a coming recession, man. He's telling you shit like this, man. To stop, to fucking stop focusing on unnecessary shit, like, flat screen TVs and shit. And he's just telling you to stop, to start Stop timing. He's telling you shit like this, man. But nonetheless, the prophets, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, have been warning you that hard times are coming, man. Bad times are coming, man. Evil times are coming. Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And these things are only about to get worse. You know? These things are only about to get worse, man. Because why? Because the end is being made manifest. The word of Yahweh Shai is being made manifest, man. But yet Jake is, up riding in the daytime, partying and bullshit, man. Look at the precept. Fuck you. Second Ezra, chapter 9. Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told you before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that are before thee, even from the beginning, man. Measure the times diligently in itself, man. That's what, the men of the Lord are doing. Those that are serving Yahweh by Shemel Shai, that's what they're doing, every day diligently, man. Measuring the times, check the news, see what's going on throughout the fucking world, and we filter it all through the spirit, man, to see what time we're in. But Jake can't discern the times we're in. But yeah, Jake is, talking shit like Charleston White, show us this and that, show us and shit, right? Asking for a sign and shit, hypocrite nation, man, as the Lord said, it's like, we're adulterous, generation, so ask for a sign, but there's no sign be given unto them, except the sign of the prophet Jonah, man. You seeing the prophets, man. That's the sign of, of the prophet Jonah, man. Your very eyes are seeing the very sign that you're fucking asking for, man. Us staying on our feet, telling you through the Bible, the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, the true names of the power, proclaiming unto you, breaking down the word unto you, man. But Jake is not spiritually discerned. It's like, majority of people are spiritually discerned. They can't see this thing. Which is why the Lord, Isaiah 6, to speak unto his people, hear not, and see not. I'm roughly paraphrasing. But this truth was only given unto the election. Only the elect were given the eyes, the eyes to see, as well as the ears to hear, to understand, to believe this truth, man. The Lord's not gonna fucking, give you a sign like a genie or some shit, man. And that's what, our people think, man. Through the ideology of, the ideology of the so-called white man, telling you, how to, think of the Most High through his understanding, which he has no business of touching the scriptures, man. With his understanding, I'm saying he's telling you, that God is all love and shit, that the Most High looks like him, that that the only names, to the Most High is, Jehovah and, Jesus and shit, Christ, which none of these, names with the actual names in their original time, ever existed. There was the letter J, in the time of Yahweh Shai. Wasn't no such thing as letter J. So where'd you get that from? The letter J came forth, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Slaku, in around the 15th century, if I'm not mistaken, but the letter J wasn't around that time, in the time of our Lord, when even all the way before that, man. When Moses asked the Most High for his name, what the Lord said? He said, "I am that I am." Which means, higher, but by him saying that. But from our point of view, we call him Yahweh, which means he is that he is. And him saying "I am that I am," which means higher. You got certain Jasons calling upon higher, but that's still not his name. That wasn't the name. That was that's not your point of view to call the Most High as, man. You're not him. You address him as his name, as he is, that he is. He exists. He is to be. He is, man. Yahweh. And his son Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the deliverer. It's not no Yeshua or none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not, none of these names, man. See, Jake don't do their research, man. The Lord has set forth prophets, in these last days, upright teachers to teach the nation, man. And Jake is gonna stumble, man. The majority of our people is gonna fucking stumble because Jake think, our people think that, that the Most High has to talk with them indirectly. I mean, just individually, directly. No, man. The Lord has always dealt with prophets, man, to teach you, because you don't want that smoke with the Lord, man, unless you die, man. If a human being was to see the Most High face to face, they would die. You can ask Moses, when the Lord appeared to Moses and showed him his backside, because why? Else he would die if he saw him face to face. Because, bro, we're corruptible bodies, man. We are corruptible bodies, man. That goes to show you how extremely pure and perfect the Most High Yahweh is, man. Even Yahweh said himself that he's not good, man. Except, the Most High himself. And it's the only begotten Son we're talking about, man. So, Most High can't go off. It's impossible. He's, I'm saying? He is that he is. He's not, subject to, to sin and temptations like we do. Like the carnal desires and shit. Like get hungry. The temptation. It's his own commandments. You know what I'm saying? But we are, man. But we are, man. So who the fuck are you to think that the Most High is gonna come down and individually, and talk to you? Hell no. That's what the Most High established his son, Yahweh Shai, for us, man. Even so, his sacrifice was for